and of course, any other time that you're guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. This reading is for all Scorpio placements, but if for some reason, if this reading doesn't resonate for you, please don't forget to check out your other placements. And also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything resonates, so please only take what does and leave what doesn't. And before we get into this reading, I'd also like to quickly mention that if you ever want to get a reading with me, all of my information is in the description box below. You can book a reading straight through my Etsy shop. But without further ado, let's get started here. So as always, I'm going to be tapping into the energy of you and the person that you are currently romantically connected to. However, if you feel that another type of relationship comes forward, then please take it as it resonates for you. I'm going to start by putting your energy on the right and your person's on the left. However, feel free to reverse the roles if you feel that the energy is switched. Okay, you're more than welcome to cross-watch if you feel guided to do so as well. Before we get into the tarot, I will be tapping into the energy of this connection, so using the Twin Flame Journey Oracle. So let's go ahead and see what is going on between the both of you at this time. Oh, nice. We have awakening. That's good. Person on the left is separation. Whoa. This victim wants to fall in their energy too. Okay, and then this one flew over here. I believe this is your energy. It fell all the way to the right side. Yeah, this says new direction. Whoa. Okay, we have balancing the scales, and last card here for the book reading. Okay, we have Muse wanting to come out in the reverse, and this will be yours. Surrender. Bottom of the deck is understanding. So there is a strong understanding here between the two of you. I'm already feeling the similar energy from Pisces. So if you have Pisces in your chart or you're connected to a Pisces, definitely check out that reading because it's already giving me a lot of the same energy, especially with this understanding card, because I was talking a lot about emotional understanding in the Pisces reading. Okay, which I feel that you both share this strong understanding of one another. Okay, that could be why there was such an emotional bond between the two of you, and that's why it's so hard to let each other go. And I am feeling like there is a letting go here. There is a separation happening. This person's taking a little bit more rough. It does seem like the person over here is the one who's taking the initiative to cause the separation, to create a disconnect here. Okay, but it does seem that it's for the highest good of all, with that awakening card right in the middle. It seems like you're both awakening. This separation will be a blessing in disguise. You just won't see it right away, okay? Because there's always a time frame from when you let go of something and you're expecting something better, or just knowing that there's something better for you out there. There's always this sort of period of time from letting go and receiving this next best thing. And in this period of time, that's where people lose faith, where they fall into a lot of fear and doubt. And it's very crucial for you guys at this time, if you're already living in that period of time where you let go and you're now having to really face reality of that. However, this is going to be a very eye-opening experience for the both of you. It is very, very necessary for this to happen. I do feel like this person over here is the one who, like I said, took initiative to step in their own frame, step in their own direction, just do their own thing, because they know this is what's going to balance the scales. They know that this is what's going to bring balance to this connection overall. Especially with surrender, I feel like this person is now surrendering to what's best for them. And if you both were trying to make something work that just wasn't working time and time again, there's a lot of resistance here. And by surrendering, you found out that by surrendering to this connection, to what you were feeling, you're actually allowing yourself to be rid of these burdens, of this heaviness that you thought you had to carry, but you actually don't. Okay, if you've been manifesting a new beginning, a new direction, a better life, this is part of that happening. This is part of those pathways opening, this gateway opening. It's going to require a lot of shedding of the skin, a lot of shedding of relationships that are no longer serving you. And I feel like this is just the beginning for the both of you. Okay, this person on the left is definitely going through a hard time here. I feel like this person could even be depressed with this ending that you're about to experience. But it's only because that's this person's way of learning things in the situation. Okay, like I was mentioning, the Pisces energy, this is what I'm feeling here too. You guys are in different timelines, different wavelengths. Your lessons are different. Your speed of awakening is different. So definitely don't compare yourselves to each other. Don't feel like you're holier than thou because you're moving at a much rapid rate compared to this person. And this person shouldn't put themselves down because they feel like they're not living up to your expectations or living up to par with you. This person has their own timeline, their own way of doing things. And I think that could have been where there was a lot of misunderstanding at the same time. Okay, so it does seem like this person is taking it hard, especially with this victim card. This person is definitely living in this victim mentality, feeling like bad things always happen to them. They could have even lost their inspiration, their creativity here with the Muse in the reverse. If this person is an artist, they could have hit like an artist block or like a writer's block because of this. However, this is just like the darkest before dawn. There's definitely an awakening here for the both of you, okay? But I feel like you're more aware of it. This person is still kind of trying to understand all of it, but they will eventually get there. And that's all that matters. All right? The only thing that matters here is that you're both awakening. It doesn't matter like what the timing of it is, just as long as it's happening. All right, so we're going to tap into what the challenges are between you and this person, how you're both feeling towards one another, and what you ultimately want out of this. All right, this person's challenge is the Four of Wands. This person was comfortable with you. That's why it hurts. They weren't ready for this. They could have even thought that there was nothing wrong. Your challenge is Temperance. Their feelings is the Page of Swords. Your feelings is Justice. So you got balance twice here. So you could have Libra in your chart. This person's desire is the Nine of Swords. Yeah, they're taking this very hard. And your desire is the Emperor. Yeah, meanwhile, you're kind of like making boss moves. You're already like planning your next vacation or your next big thing. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands. So yeah, this relationship is very difficult up until the last day that you guys were together. Okay, yeah, you guys are making something, you guys are trying to make something work that just wasn't working. And if you're asking yourself, why is love so hard? Why do I always have to try so hard? It's because you're not with the right person. Love should not be work. Love should not be so much trying to force things to work and make it come together. It's just not like that. Okay, of course there is effort that is required, but I feel like work is just so different. It's like you don't have to clock in when you're in a relationship. You know, it shouldn't feel like a chore. And I feel like for the both of you, it was starting to get to that place where it felt like a chore. It felt like it was overwhelming. You felt burdened. You felt that it was just another thing on your plate on top of all the other things that you were already dealing with. And I feel like that was a red flag for the both of you, that it shouldn't be this difficult. The Sun. Yeah, you guys were trying so hard to make this work. So hard to be happy together. And again, happiness and love is effortless. You don't have to work so hard to make it happen. And it seems like you guys were just trying really, really hard to appear happy, to try to make each other happy, but it wasn't effortless. It was very, very effortful. Bottom of the deck is a Three of Pentacles. Yeah, that's the compromising. That's the trying to make things work. You guys could have given up a lot of like your own hobbies and interests just to make more time for this person. And that's ultimately what Spirit doesn't want. Spirit doesn't want you to ignore yourself and your hobbies and your interests. They want you to dive into that. But with the Three of Pentacles, there was a lot of compromising here that sometimes it just didn't make sense to compromise all of that. You know, it was like too many sacrifices being made that wasn't fair. But you guys were willing to do that to make each other happy. But in the end, it was never enough. There was always something left. All right, so your challenge here, or whoever's on this side, is the Temperance card. So I do feel with this Temperance card, you were kind of waiting for the right time to make, to strike here, ultimately, okay? With Temperance, it's like you had one foot in, one foot out, because you already knew that this wasn't working out for you anymore. I feel like you were testing the waters. You were kind of just waiting to see where this was all gonna go. But your intuition was already telling you a long time ago how this needed to end, how things needed to go. Okay. With Temperance here, I feel like you tried really, really hard also to make things work with this person. I feel like you also sacrificed a lot of your own happiness to make this person happy, and you realize that that's not what love is. Okay, there was a lot of feeling of out of balance here with this person. It's like you were not balanced when you were in this relationship, and that was just another red flag for you that it just wasn't meant to happen. It wasn't working. Okay, but you tried and tried to make it work, but something always told you, like, keep one eye open. I don't know why I just felt that, but yeah, it's like keep one eye open, keep one foot in, one foot out, because you may have to get out of there when shit hits the fan. Okay, but with Temperance, you lost your patience with this person is what I'm feeling too. I think you had a lot of patience with them. You tried to make things work. You tried to give them the benefit of the doubt. You waited for them. You told them what they should do to make themselves feel better. And it just wasn't working. Nothing was working anymore. But you tried and you tried and you tried. This person definitely tested your patience, your temper. Eight of Cups. Yeah, exactly. You knew it was time to walk away, but you were struggling with it. You could still be struggling with this. If you're still in this energy, you are struggling to walk away because you're struggling to just let go and give it to God, give it to the universe. Nine of Cups. Your happiness is at stake if you're still staying with this person. Your happiness is an expense here in this relationship, and it shouldn't be like that. So you're already contemplating walking away if you haven't done so already. And if you're still stuck in this, just keep asking yourself, is love really like meant to be this difficult? Does it require this many sacrifices? Do I have to give away all of my wants and needs for another person? No, you don't. Okay, this person's challenge is the Four of Wands. So they got comfortable. This person was comfy. Sorry, I pulled the camera by accident. This person was living in their comfort zone with you. And that's why this separation wasn't easy for them, because they were really, really comfortable. It's like when someone's like in bed, nice and snuggled in, and then you just kind of come in and rip the blankets off of them and now they're cold. That's what this person is feeling right now. But that's kind of their rude awakening from the universe to be like, okay, enough sleeping in, enough snoozing. You have to get up. You have to do something, because you can't continue living like this anymore. There could be issues at home with this person too. And they could be falling numb to them, like ignoring it all. Yeah, we have the Hangman and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, this person does not want to face the truth whatsoever. They struggle with facing the truth. It hurts them really badly. Like, it hurts them like hell. Death card. Yeah, they're not having an easy time with this transition at all. Definitely pray for this person and send healing energy and love and light to them, because we're not having a good time with this. Especially if they were comfortable in their comfort zone and then the world was just like flipped upside down. That's not easy for anyone. Okay, it's always easier to be the one to like break up with someone, but to get broken up with, that shit hurts. And that's what this person is dealing with. They're struggling to see your perspective, and that could be what this person's problem was, is that they were always kind of like, woe is me, my life is terrible, your life isn't as terrible as mine. There could have been like mind games and manipulation with that, like always like playing the victim and kind of saying like, my life is worse than yours, so you can't complain about your life. With the Hangman here in the challenge, I feel like they never put themselves in your shoes, and you always did that for them. You always put yourself in their perspective, and you always tried to be understanding. But they wouldn't do that, or at least they didn't really understand it. I don't know. It's like they knew what they were doing. It's kind of what I feel, because it is a little bit manipulative what I'm feeling. I feel like they knew that they purposely were not trying to put themselves in your shoes, because then it would take away their power of feeling like the woe is me and feeling like they're the victim. If they ever were to put themselves in your shoes and actually see all the pain you've suffered and endured, then it would take away their autonomy almost, if that makes sense. Like it would take away their reason to stop feeling sorry for themselves, and they weren't ready to do that, because feeling sorry for themselves was always their excuse for a lot of things. What that Ten of Swords, this person knows betrayal. They know it, and they live in that. I feel like the pain they carry isn't even like pain that you've purposely done to them. It's something of their upbringing, their past, but they carry it. They hold on to it, and it just continues to sabotage their own relationship with themselves. Not even relationships with other people, but like the relationship they have with themselves. But this person will come around. I definitely do see it. I think it's just going to take a while, but eventually they will. So how you're feeling is justice. Yeah, very similar to the Pisces energy. You're done. You're calling it quits. Here's a sword, the sword of truth, the sword of cutting cords. You're bringing justice to yourself. You're bringing that balance into your life that was lacking. Okay, because I did mention over here that you were lacking balance because you were giving so much of yourself away to this person. However, here you're bringing that to justice. You're bringing yourself justice. Okay, there could be a divorce for some of you, or just like a really huge breakup that people probably never saw coming. Six of Cups. There could be a very strong soulmate contract here, a past life contract with the soulmate here, where the contract with this person is done. It's finished. You have completed this contract. Strength. Yeah, it required a lot of strength and courage on your part. A lot of really having to hold it down and not get sidetracked by your own feelings and your own, you easily could have fallen victim too. You could have easily done what this person was doing and say like, woe is me. You easily could have done that, but you didn't. You stayed strong. Okay? And because of that, you're able to put this past behind you and just leave it in the past. You don't have to bring it into the future with you anymore. How they're feeling is Page of Swords. So they're scrutinizing the shit out of this connection. They're like, while they're trying to make sense of everything, I feel like they're just running circles in their mind. They're not getting the answers that they're hoping for. They keep sort of replaying scenarios in their head to make themselves look like the good guy or like they didn't do anything wrong. But really, it's just them running in circles. They're not really making any productive time with those thoughts. A lot of overthinking, a lot of not trusting. Six of Pentacles. Interesting. Yeah, they're trying to see if this connection was fair with that Six of Pentacles. Okay, they're trying to see the Two of Swords over here. I feel like they're confused though. They are confused. They don't know what's what. Because I feel like they're trying to paint you the bad guy, but they can't do that because it's impossible. No one's the bad guy here. I feel like they just want to place the blame on someone. They probably don't want to hold themselves accountable. And it's just not going to happen. With the Six of Pentacles, like I'm getting a very like tit for tat energy. It's like if you do something, they do it back to you. Something of that nature. And they're trying to create a narrative in their head, but it's just not working out for them because it's not the truth. And with the Page of Swords holds the sword of truth, so I feel like eventually they'll come to terms with, okay, you know what, Scorpio actually wasn't a bad person. They tried their hardest, and that's all I can really say. They're eventually going to get to a place where they're going to see that that you did try. You tried more than you should have probably, and that what's done is done. There is no foul play here. It's a fair game. It's like a draw with the Six of Pentacles. Your desire for this connection is the Emperor, but really I feel like this is just your own desire for yourself. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to tap into your masculine energy here with the Emperor, and I feel like the masculine very much puts himself first, which there's nothing wrong, especially if you sacrifice a lot of your wants and needs for this person or this relationship. I feel like with the Emperor, you're finally saying bye to all of that. You're putting yourself first. You're doing what makes you happy. You're focusing on the things that are going to bring you happiness and just taking a lot of action and doing them. I feel like you're going to have so much more free time now if you're single, and it's going to actually help you like make boss moves. Okay, I'm getting like a very strong boss energy with this Emperor here. And he's holding some orb of light here. I feel like that's you realizing your potential, realizing this like strong, magnificent light that you carry, and this is your creative energy as well. So I feel like this is just the beginning for you. You're feeling strong, powerful, confident, and nothing can stop you, nothing can get in your way. My only advice with this would just be like to not let it get to your head, because this Emperor looks very I don't know what the word is, but they looked very determined, very powerful, but you know, there's always there always needs to be a balance here. So don't get too much into your masculinity. Definitely remember to balance it out, because I feel like you're just gonna feel so liberated and so free that, yeah, the power might get to your head a little bit. Oh, we have the Lovers. What I feel here, this is just you chasing your passions. What lights you up inside? What makes you excited? This is you surrounding yourself with people and places and creating an environment for yourself where you can actually be yourself and show this light and be around people who are not going to make you dim your light, but actually encourage you to shine even brighter. Okay, yeah, 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment, and in turn, it will help you find that happiness within relationships. Not that that's the ultimate goal here or the focus here, but it's definitely going to lead you in that way. You're going to be attracting the relationships that light you up inside and being around people who get you, and ultimately attracting the right person for you. And that's what you ultimately want, and really just setting that intention and knowing that because you're doing the right thing for yourself, it's going to bring you that happiness that you're ultimately wanting. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be like tomorrow or like early next year. This is something that's definitely going to take time as you really find yourself and you really start to hone in this energy. But it definitely is a possibility of it happening, so long as you have the good intentions for it and you mean well, right? This person's desire for the connection is the 9 of Swords. So they're just going to be a little bit in distress still for quite some time. Not forever. Okay, not forever. But they are still in their head a lot. They are still like in their mental shackles about this. But again, it's because they don't have the level of understanding that you do when it comes to something like this. Okay, when you guys are in a relationship, you guys did understand each other emotionally. Definitely both empaths, but there are there are empaths who use their intuition and their emotional psychicness to get their way. You know, they use their intuitiveness to get what they want. But you, on the other hand, I feel like you were more what's the word I'm looking for? More understanding of their wants and needs, whereas with them, I think they were a little bit more self-centered in that way. But again, it wasn't their fault. They didn't know any better. Okay, so I think they're just really trying to dissect all of that. They're trying to figure it out. There's a lot of guilt and shame around that. But this is just a learning experience for this person. And I hope that they'll get to a place where they see that it was simply a learning experience and they shouldn't beat themselves over it. Because I feel like this person may be pretty hard on themselves when it comes to that. So I do worry for this person. Okay, we have the High Priest, so this is good. There's a little bit of groundedness here. So I do feel like they want to get to a place where they're gonna be more spiritually aware of of this connection, of what it's teaching them, of where they need to go next in life. Yeah, King of Pentacles. They're definitely going to become more grounded. They're definitely going to start to be a little bit more proactive with their feelings and their emotions. I feel like this person is going to gain a lot of wisdom through this experience. It's going to take some time, but it's definitely possible. It is happening for them. Yeah, they're not going to forget this for a while, though. We have the Nine of Wands right underneath that. But I feel like this person's way of surviving this is really going to be to tap into this King of Pentacles energy and really ground themselves and find like a routine, like a simple life, not really needing much, but really holding themselves accountable and really being strong in that. Okay, strong Taurus energy here. So they could have that in their chart, or simply tapping into the Taurus energy will help them calm these thoughts down, will help them ground these like mindless thoughts. Okay, because there is a little bit of imbalance here with the mind, but I think this earthy energy is going to help them balance it out. All right, Scorpio, so that is what I have for you with the tarot. Let's go ahead and get your final message here from the Messages of Love. That was fast. Here now, your true love is already part of your life. Interesting. So I do feel like this connection is ultimately going to lead you to your right person. Okay, I am feeling that, because I feel that even though this didn't work out, it doesn't mean that your true love isn't out there. You may even already know them, but don't be so focused on the past or the future. Be focused on the here and now, because what you're looking for is already there. Even if this true love is just you. Okay, it doesn't have to be another person, but whatever it is you're looking for, you already have it. So you don't have to go searching for it. It's already within you. Okay. Bottom of the deck is friendship. This friendship is leading to more. Yeah, I did feel like this was like you guys were friends first. And that could have been what was so difficult about calling it quits here, because not only are you losing a significant other, it does feel like you're going to be losing a really good friend here too. But such is life. That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. All right, guys. So that is what I have for you guys during this time. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought you the clarity and insight that you may have been looking for. If it did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell button so you receive notifications when I post again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Hey Scorpio, so I just realized I didn't get you your bonus card for having taken longer to get your guys' readings out. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to be pulling from this deck. This is the Lover's Oracle. So this is just a bonus card. So this is the final message that I was supposed to read at the very end of your reading, but I completely forgot. But let's go ahead and... Ooh, this flew out. Let me go pick this up. All right, this says freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. That's beautiful. Wasn't I talking about that? This whole reading about freedom and liberation, not feeling guilty for having put yourself first, or doing whatever you got to do to put yourself first. And this goes for the both of you. Okay, this freedom is the both of you. You both are going to start to experience what freedom actually is. Okay. Bottom of the deck is let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Exactly. And I think you guys know exactly what this means for you. So I'll go ahead and leave it there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.